Featuring one of my favorite tone woods, the last of our Martin NAMM custom shop offerings has finally arrived. We're excited to tell you all about it, so stick around. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos, and if you want to support the channel, visit our spring store link below for custom swag and check out our podcast, the Fretboard Confessional, wherever you get your podcasts. So we told you and we've shown you some of the guitars that we got at the last NAMM show. What happens, if you are unfamiliar, is that dealers like ourselves get a chance to go meet with Martin, and they do a kind of a pop-up kind of custom shop corner in their booth at the NAMM show. They bring out samples of wood from the factory, and you're able to pick from those selections, custom design your own guitars. That's how we did a triple O that's very similar to this guitar. That walnut slope shoulder dreadnought, that was very, very cool. And now finally, the last one of the mix.
The last one, which I'm kind of upset that the triple O and the OM didn't come in together. We got the triple O in. We were going to do a video on it.
Yeah.
It sold before we could, but we made these as kind of a matched pair.
We did. Yeah, I mean, they had the wood to pick from, and we really like this particular tone wood. It just seemed to be like a really cool opportunity.
Yeah, so we have the triple O. This is the OM, as you can see, by the pick guard. And if you have the ability, by the scale length as well. But OM, Italian Alpine Spruce, top, and then just a real showpiece set of a little Ziricote right there.
In Cooper parlance, wouldn't it be like an Italian Alp top with some zir back
little
sides?
Tal Alp.
Tal Alp.
Yeah, we got the Zirk on the back and the sides, of course. Really pretty set. We loved it at the factory, and it always looks better on a guitar. And so it's here now.
Very cool. So Italian Alpine Spruce, Ziricote for the back and sides. It's a great pairing if you aren't familiar from any of our other videos or other information that's out there on the internet. Ziricote is part of the rosewood family. It typically has some amazing grain that kind of looks like it's stacked. It's what's called landscape grain or spiderweb grain. You'll see it on other things like Malaysian blackwood we've recently featured, and also Madagascar rosewood and Brazilian rosewood. So it's up there both sonically and visually with some of the most sought after tone woods that are out there. It comes from Central and South America. It has a wonderful tonality to it. It's kind of a denser wood, it's a rosewood, but you've got really nice kind of a tight bass response. You've got that treble chime. You've got all of the overtones. I really like it, and particularly paired with the soft top like this, it brings out a lot of those overtones. It softens just that leading edge on the high end. It's really nice and responsive.
It's very nice when a great sounding wood pair together also is like I think the best look for pairing with Ziricote is that kind of creamy white top. A lot of silking on here, and we've done Alpine and Ziricote on a few other customs. We had the triple O version of this, but the Pale Moon, the little guy, the 12th fret, that was the same wood pairing. Very cool. This has Adirondack bracing inside, golden era scalloped Adirondack bracing, fine herringbone on the rosette, herringbone on the purfling, maple binding, Foden style inlay, and the old CFM block golden era with the Ziricote head plate and some open gear tuners. What's not to love? I
love the block inlay. I love the golden era version of it. I think that's quickly risen to one of our favorites that they do. And the under the hood stuff is just as important as some of the obvious stuff. So the golden era scallops bracing pattern is typically what we utilize most often when we choose to do a custom shop build, just because it allows the top to move the best, have that balance of rigidity and flexibility. But when you use Adirondack for bracing, you get a lot of the same benefits you'd have as an Adirondack top. Namely, it's a stiff but springy material, more so than Sitka. And so you can take and you can kind of put whatever you have as far as a top, whether it's cedar, redwood, Sitka, in this case. How do you describe the Italian Alpine?
Tal Alp.
Tal Alp. So if you put a little Tal Alp on top of the Addy bracing, you're going to get a springiness from that bracing, kind of a response that would be a hair greater than it would if it was just Sitka. So it's an extremely responsive guitar, particularly with the scale length of an OM.
And it's just gorgeous.
That too, it's gorgeous.
Very, very cool. I got to play it for you, so take a listen.
So there you have it. One of the cooler guitars I think that we've gotten. It's definitely the recipe I think we'd like to follow. You know, I don't know if you mentioned it, but even the maple binding and the way it's contrasting with that creamy top and the Ziricote, it's just phenomenal. So whether you're hanging it on your wall or using it to gig with, this is an amazing guitar, and I wouldn't be afraid to gig with this guitar.
Whether you're hanging it on the wall or playing Carnegie Hall,
there you go.
You gotta catch them all. And this is the last of the 2024 Alamo Custom Extravaganza.
The Custom Extravaganza from
last
Martin
new release.
And Alamo Music.
And could not be happier with it. Very, very excited about this guitar. And it's interesting to see what OM versus triple O scale does in terms of the projection and the sound and everything. I don't think you should be afraid of OM scale if you're into triple O scale or vice versa. There's, you know, great things about both, but this, with that scale length and the wood pairing, just kind of totally explodes with sound, and it's very, very cool.
Absolutely. So if you want more information about this guitar, you can go to our website, which is
alamomusic.com.
And you can see all the photos that we've taken on there. You can also message us directly. If you ever have questions for Cooper and I, you can just ask for us because we're usually there. But you can also come in and try this guitar out. This is a phenomenal guitar. It would be happy in any collection, but I really encourage whoever purchases this to really spend time playing it because you'll benefit from it. And if you are interested in custom shop Martins, you really should peruse the website because we have a lot of really cool stuff in stock right now.
We got very cool stuff. Some of the things that we did small runs of that sold out are now restocked, and they all have different sets on the back and sides, and they're all very, very pretty. We have photos of all of them that you are more than welcome to peruse. And yeah, it's kind of fun. Somebody was interested in one the other day. We got them all out, played them all, got to pick the wood that he liked best, but it was a really hard choice because they're all very pretty. So ask us about those, or we can help you design one for yourself.
Absolutely. So if you're new to the channel and you like this kind of thing, make sure that you've hit that subscribe button. You turn on notifications so you get the update when there's new video out. Comment and let us know what you think about this guitar. What's your dream Martin? How could we help you build it? And of course, just keep coming back and we'll see you next time.